Okay, the Chicago Bears have only won 3 games. Things are kind of dwindling down here. 2 games remaining. Justin Fields a little banged up. So it's like, hey, maybe they won't play Justin Fields. Maybe, we kind of get an easy victory, but that's not the case. Their coach came out, said, we're playing Justin Fields. We got to learn
Yep.
how to win. These are huge games, these last 2 games, divisional games. So it's like, we got to be ready, Craig. We got to
Yeah.
be ready. So let me dive into exactly what the coach said. But before we do that, your thoughts as you head into a game against a team that's got nothing to play for, but really they think they do.
Yeah, they just have to play for development. I think that they have to play for they got beat at home by us. And I don't think they like that very much. And that makes sense to me. And so I think they have to play for that. I think Fields is a guy who's trying to prove that he's on the road to being a top 10, top 5 quarterback in this league. He wants to be elite. And quite frankly, there's some teams where I just don't understand their record.
Yeah.
And the Bears are one of them because I understand that they don't exceed at everything, but the way Fields has been playing, the numbers he's been putting up for them to be 3-12 is just absolutely remarkable to me.
100%. This is a
Mhm.
team that's like, they're better than that just because you
They've
have
lost like 5 in a row too. I don't know.
yeah.
Like,
So he was asked, hey, you probably going to shut Fields down, right? Absolutely not.
no way.
Because we've got to get better. We want to improve. We want to
Mhm.
see where we're at. These last 2 games matter. They're division opponents to us. It's very important. Blah blah blah. So
Ah.
this is so it's like, oh crap, because and it's NFL. There no one's just gonna like not play hard or just whatever.
Cashing
But
in.
yeah, exactly. But the point I was hoping, man, Justin Fields has been banged up a little bit. Let's hold him out. No, this sounds like they've got more fire than ever. They're
Yep.
ready to go. And so we've got to be ready because we saw last week, man, you will get your teeth kicked in hard if you are not ready. And I like us being at home and all those things, but man, this is a mobile quarterback to the extreme, like the
To the
best
extreme.
mobile. We don't do well against mobile quarterbacks.
Oh,
Newsflash.
don't
So,
we? I
so
forgot.
your thoughts on can we slow him? Like, what is your gut feeling heading into this one?
Yeah, so first, let me hit this. I think Eberflus is kind of full of crap. That sounds like prototypical coach speak. They're division games. This is important to us. Okay, yeah, I get it. It's important. Like, of course it is. But the Bears right now kind of remind me of us last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's like, wait, do we have something here? And all of a sudden, we started playing the role of spoiler down the stretch. And I'm not saying they've done that yet, but here's what you do have, Chris. You have guys that are playing for their livelihood. They're
Yeah.
playing to continue to earn a wage. They're trying out for the Bears for next year. Are you part of the core that we're going forward with on this thing? And if it's not the Bears, can you be part of the core for another team? So like you can, and we say this all the time in the NBA, like you can't tell the players to tank. You can tell the front office that they can tank, but you can't tell that to the players. And I think it's kind of the same thing with the NFL. You're earning a paycheck and you're trying to earn one next year. I think that's what people forget. So when you asked me the question, now I'm going to actually answer your question. I'm so sorry. I just
No, you're
had to
good.
get that out there. Justin Fields, does he scare me? Yeah. Yeah, he terrifies me. And me and you, very good friend of ours that is a massive Bears fan, is so high on Fields. He made the comment to me, and he's been on this channel. It's Cal. He made the comment to me that he would not trade Justin Fields for any quarterback not named Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen in the NFL right now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Uh, I'm not there, but he's watching them week in, week out. He's not a dumb guy. He knows sports. And so, does Fields scare me? His legs alone scare me, even if he couldn't throw.
Yeah. It
And he can.
that's our biggest problem, right? We know that. Rushing defense, and can you stay patient the
Yeah.
entire game? It's very difficult. Just like,
Yeah.
hey, rush lanes. Basically, you don't rush him. Okay, that's just fun. Hey,
Yeah.
hey, defensive line, don't go in for a sack. Oh, okay, this is a lot of fun. Hey, they're gonna do the read option 52 times. Can all the eye discipline things? And it's like at the end of the day, you can't possibly stop every single one. So if he
No.
breaks off one or two, and then you just it you talk about what's a spoiler or what's a team that can kind of upset you. It's you got to have a special player that's going to get weird and they're going to get so weird against us. Why would you not do
Why wouldn't
stuff?
they get weird?
Oh, so
But at
we
the
got
same time, like, what are they playing for? I mean, right now they're the number 2 draft pick.
yeah.
Like, they can ensure a generational talent coming in at the defensive line for
Mhm.
them, right? They don't need a quarterback. They have their quarterback. They're not going after Bryce Young, but they can go after somebody very good. And if they win this game, I mean, they could go all the way up to picking 6 or 7. Like, I don't know how all the tiebreakers work, but I know that there's 3 4-loss teams behind them. So I'm just kind of, they could drop a few spots. Let me put it that way. But Fields, and here's how I think you have to stop Fields. Are you ready for it?
Yep.
We have to be able to run the football.
Ah.
And we haven't done that well. And let's be honest, for the majority of this win streak, even when we're running for 100 yards, it's because we carried the ball 32 times, right?
Yes.
Like, we've been averaging under 4 yards a carry for multiple weeks now. There was 1 or 2 weeks that snuck up above it, but over the last 6 or 7 weeks, we're not running the ball well. And as good as our pass offense is, as good as our offensive line has been, the run game is not clicking. It was firing on
Yeah.
all cylinders first 5-6 weeks, and then it has really come to a roaring halt just massively against the Panthers, especially. That was the topper. If we can't run the ball, if we can't control the clock, our defense can't continue to stop what Justin Fields offers. It just can't. I don't think.
100%. Dude, that's a great point. We could almost do a whole nother video on that. Is our run offense is not, it's just kind of been overshadowed and we've kind of gotten away with it. But man, you got to be able to run the ball a little bit, especially in this game. You're so right. And then I'll go back to what you said. What are they really playing for? Well, again, you want to play hard, all that, but you would hope that Eberflus would be smart about Fields and not, because hey, if this was a must win, you're in the playoffs game, you're going to run Justin Fields to death.
Yep.
But it's like, do you really want to do that to him? And with 2 games left, somewhat meaningless. So hopefully they're smart about it and they don't use him a ton. They're obviously going to use him in the run game a lot, but boy, you just think that doesn't make sense for them to beat him up with a couple games to go.
No, it doesn't make sense to beat him up. And maybe we're just talking on the other side where we're really hoping he doesn't. But if Fields was my quarterback, and I don't know, you can go back to videos that we talked about, and we talked about Fields on this channel. And I said, yeah, he's really good at a completely unattainable rate. You can't continue to run the ball 12 to 15 times as a quarterback and expect to be okay.
Yes.
And if it's me and I'm Eberflus and I know some weapons are hurt, like, I'm throwing the ball 30, 35 times. What defensive secondary would you rather go up against to see if your quarterback has the chops to throw the ball down the field? It's the Lions, man. I hate to say it. Like, anybody can throw for 300 right now against the Lions, it seems like. So if they devote them, Carolina would have easily done it if they weren't running the ball over the place. They still threw for 255.
Absolutely.
So, like, that's what I'd be doing in this game. I'd be like, all right, buddy, instead of 42 read options, I know you said 52. We're going to do 10 and we're just going to have you throw a lot. And let's see what you got. Let's work on your pocket presence and see if we can win that way.
Absolutely. Right. Talk about development. And the one thing we really have to do, you talked about us running the ball well. The one thing we did do well in Chicago the first time around is we stopped their running backs. We stopped for the most part. And that really
we've been doing
helped.
that until this last weekend.
Oh, exactly. So that's like what rush defense is going to show up? Is it going to be the one that just let the Panthers just run right up the gut or is it going to be, or is it going to be the one that we've been playing well? We've been playing our base. Dan Campbell said it. We've been playing in the nickel. It's been working for us. So anyway, we'll see. And but the Bears are going to play us hard. We got to win this game, and we can't just be. They're going to play us hard.
If you do look at our schedule this year, we do have a good track record of if we lay an egg in a game, the next game is not an egg. It's just not. We rarely play 2 crap games in a row. It's just not something we do. But remember, too, as we're going into this one, Bears should have beat us in Chicago.
Oh, my gosh.
They should have beat us, and they didn't. We found a way to win that game, and that was a big part of the turnaround. Found a way to beat Green Bay, found a way to beat Chicago. Not saying we should have beat them, but we found a way. And so let's hope we find a way to do it again.
100%
for both teams.
100%. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. This is a big game.
It's a big game.
we're in the
Massive.
mix. This is what we wanted. Let's see if we can. This is a game we should have at home. And let us know your thoughts in the comments.
Yep.
We will see all of you on the next one.
Peace.